everybody out there in Millis Cable Land. Brooks Coral here for Millis Community Media with Zach Golden behind the camera on your side of the lens. Tonight the Mohawks are taking on Randolph, the defending Division 8 state champion from last year. Last week, Millis had their opening game. They won over Tri-County 6-0. The only score in the game coming on a sparkling 41-yard touchdown run from quarterback Nick Almeida with incredible blocking, especially downfield. Randolph lost their opener to Triton 23-6. So we'll see how things go tonight. The Millis team is a few more players this year. My personal prediction is they will look a lot better. They'll have a better record than they did last year. I think they were 6-3, 3-10. I think 3-9. In any case, I don't expect a state championship, but I think you're going to see a quality program out here. So with that, we'll await the coin toss and the opening kickoff. Okay, game 2 of the 2022 season is just about to be underway. Nick Almeida will do the kicking for the Millis Mohawks. We have Osirui Greg Izadamwin.
I do.
Number 11. And Isaiah Michelle, number 7, back deep. Izadamwin takes the kick. He's got a good run back going. He is going to run back the opening kickoff unless there is a block in the back.
And the opening kickoff returned by Greg Izzy-Darwin.
There is no flag.
90 yards for a Blue Devil touchdown.
So Greg Izadamwin from Randolph draws first blood with only 15 seconds going on the clock with about a 70-yard return, longer than that, 85-yard return of the opening kickoff. And the 2-point conversion is no good.
And the 2-point conversion is no good. As the ball carrier, Makai Barnes, is stopped.
TJ Daniel and I think TJ Daniel was the main one on the tackle there. In any case, Mohawks are in a 6-0 hole before there's an offensive play in the game with them.
Back deep to receive the kickoff for the Mohawks. Number 2, Adrian Heredia, and number 10, Nick Almeida.
Adrian Heredia and Nick Almeida are back to defend to, take the opening kickoff.
Doing the kicking honors for the Blue Devils, number 22, Mekai Madael.
And that was Jack Scarry.
Number 11, Jack
Picking up
Scarry
the
on
kick
return.
on about the 30-yard line and bringing it out to the 40.
Brings the ball out to the Mohawk 40-yard
Millis
line.
Mohawks will
Begin their
start
next
off
drive
first
game,
and 10 from their own
there.
40-yard line. Well, in last week's game with Tri-County, Mohawk stayed on the ground most of the game. Didn't use the passing game much.
Adrian
That was
Herrera.
Adrian Heredia
Heredia on the carry.
running for about 3 yards.
Taken down by number 56, Jason Glenn.
2nd and 7.
Gain of 2 yards on the play, brings up a 2nd and 8 for the Mohawks.
PA calls it 2nd and 8. I can agree with him. Made it with the ball. Back to pass. Pass is complete to TJ Daniel Out across midfield
Almeida's pass is complete to number 7, TJ Daniel.
to the Randolph 40-yard line. That's about a 18-yard passing gain. And
Pick up a 17 yards on the play. Good for Mohawk first down. First and 10 from the Blue Devils 40-yard line.
now TJ
Number
was pretty
65,
open for that
Allen Williams
pass.
in on the tackle.
Handoff goes to Adrian Heredia. Picks up about 1.5 yards.
Adrian Heredia again the ball carrier on that one. Taken down by Allen Williams. And
Not
number
even
20,
that.
Nate Gomes.
About 1 yard, 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard in the play. Second down and 9 for the Mohawks.
Almeida back to pass again. Again, it's TJ Daniel. Looks very close to a first down.
Again for TJ Daniels.
First down, signaled by the ref.
First in on the tackle was number 2, Abraham Quinnett.
So it's 1st and 10 Mohawks
Pass
from the
completion
30-yard
was good enough
line.
for a Mohawk first down. First and 10, the ball sitting on the
Mohawks are on the move.
30-yard line of the Blue Devils.
From what they showed in the first game last week, they're opening up here with a passing attack that probably wasn't expected.
Heredia again
Handing
on
off
the
to
ball. On the
Heredia.
ball carry up the middle. Hit first
Virtually no gain,
by the middle of that line.
even a 1/2 yard loss.
Number 70, Chris Paul, was the first in
Now
on
they're
the
marking it
tackle.
right on the 30.
No
so
gain
it's
on the
no
play.
gain.
Second down and 10.
Now, one of the things that Nick Almeida did very well last week is when he has to run, he does it well. Pass is complete to Heredia,
Pass is complete to Adrian Heredia.
but not for much. Nick was hurried a bit on that pass.
Number 8, Vinny Bembeliza in on the tackle. Loss of 4 yards on the play brings up a 3rd down and 14 for the Mohawks.
3rd and 14, a 4-yard loss on that last play. Almeida best to pass. Overthrown a double
Almeida's
cover,
pass
TJ
intended.
Daniel.
TJ Daniel falls incomplete. Number 20, Nate Gomes in on the pass play to break it up.
So that will bring up 4th and 14 from the 30-yard line of Randolph.
There's a flag in on the play.
There is a flag. Holding on the
So you got
defense.
holding pass interference against the Blue Devils.
And that's an automatic first down.
A 10-yard penalty for spot of the foul. Automatic first down. First and 10 for the Mohawks. Ball is sitting on the 24-yard line.
Mohawks now on the 24-yard line of the Randolph Blue Devils. They're the Blue Devils. First and 10 from the Blue Devils 24-yard line, it looks like. Well, the refs are, they're telling the down marker to put the first down up, I think.
So correction on that one. Not an automatic first down. He marked off the 10-yard penalty. It wasn't enough for first down.
It's an
So it's gonna be
automatic
third
first
down.
It was not an automatic first down. I thought it was too.
A long 4 for the Mohawks.
It would have been automatic if it had been a pass interference call, but it was a holding call. So holding is 10 yards. 3rd and 4. And now Nick is running the ball.
Almeida is chased out of the pocket. Excuse me. Nick Almeida is chased out of the pocket and keeps the ball himself around the right side. Little gain on the play, brings up a 4th down and 4.
So that was the first time Nick has run the ball. And of course, that was not a planned, designed run. Pass coverage was good, but he avoided any substantial loss. It's 4th and 3.5. Again, Nick is going to pass.
And Nick Almeida on a keeper.
He's down there
Taken out of bounds
close to a
by
first down.
Nakai
Let's see where they
Barnes.
spot the ball.
Progress is good enough for Mohawk first down.
It is a first down.
1st and 10 from the Blue Devil, 19
First and 10
yards.
from the 20-yard line of the Blue Devils, just inside the 20. Mohawks are in the red zone. They made a handing off to number 8, that's
Adrian
Andrew
Heredia.
Peruzzi.
On a carry.
Good for a couple of yards, 2nd and 8.
Taken down by number 52, Chris Covino. Gain of about 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8. Heredia again on a carry.
So Heredia on the carry,
Taken down by Ned
number
Bones.
2. Adrian Heredia has been on
Gain of
this
a couple on the
series
play. Brings out the 3rd down and
go-to
about 6.
running back. Almeida was going to keep the ball. Does not have enough for a
Adrian
first down,
Heredia.
so it's going to be 4th down.
On another carry. Tackle made by number 70, Chris Paul. Gain of about a yard on the play.
Chris
Brings up
Paul
a 4th
with a
down
tackle for the Blue Devils.
and 3.
Mohawks are going for it, 4th and 3. And now they're spreading the field. Flag, that will probably be a delay of game.
Flag on the play, dead ball foul.
Watch the ref with the white hat. Offsides on the
against the Blue
defense,
Devils.
that's a first down.
Will result in a Mohawk first down.
So it's a first down for the Mohawks inside the 10-yard line of the Blue Devils.
5 yards are marked off. The Mohawks now have a 1st and goal from the 8.
So with a little bit of help from the opposition there on those penalties, Mohawks have advanced the ball inside the 10, but mostly under their own steam. That's Andrew Peruzzi.
Heredia is met at the line of scrimmage.
Heredia, pardon me, Adrian Heredia, number 2. No gain. 2nd and goal from the
Thrown for a
9-yard
short
line.
loss of about a yard. Brings up a 2nd and goal from the 9. In on the tackle was Vinny Bembaliza.
Heredia comes in with the play.
2nd and goal to go.
So far, the Blue Devils have had an answer for the running game of the Mohawks. Heredia on a design run and goes nowhere.
And Nick Almeida on a keeper.
Pardon me,
Thrown
Almeida.
for a loss.
Nick Almeida on the run.
First in on the tackle was number 56, Jason Glenn.
About a
Loss of 3
3-yard
yards on the
loss.
play. Brings up a 3rd and goal to go.
3rd and goal from the 10.
Ball is on the 12.
Well, I'll call it the 11-yard line. Timeout, Millis.
And the Blue Devils take a timeout on the field.
Well, the signal from the official was timeout, Millis. The rule this year, as it was last year, I think it was last year they went to the 3 timeouts per half. Previous to that, there were 5 timeouts allowed per half. And that changed either 1 or 2 years ago, but I think it was last year. So the Millis team has used 1 of its 3 timeouts. We have 4:43 on the clock. A 6-0 deficit to the Randolph Blue Devils. If you heard that, yes, there are some Randolph people in the stands around us.
And as play resumes, we have a 3rd down and goal to goal.
3rd and goal from the Randolph 11-yard line. Pitch out to Heredia. He is brought down short of the goal line, but inside the 5-yard line, I think.
Adrian Heredia around the left side.
So the decision the Mohawks have to make now is
Greg,
whether they go for a touchdown on.
There's a flag in on the play.
Oh, there's a flag again.
And we have timeout for an injury on the field.
There's an injury. Number 70 is Chris Paul for the Blue Devils.
And the call goes against the Mohawks for a chop block.
So we have a call for a bad block, a chop block against the Mohawks. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, bringing it back to the 25-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 25. The chop block happens, I believe, when it happens most often in the line. When 2 of the offensive linemen
Chris Paul here.
block a defensive player, 1 high, 1 low from opposite directions. It's a dangerous block, and that is a call which has to be made.
So with that penalty, we have 3rd down and goal to goal from the 25.
3rd and goal from the 25-yard line. Nick Almeida conferring with Coach Bob Martellio. And we'll see what they've going to come up with. Almeida back to pass. Oh, he had what was that? That was Jack Scarry. He had Jack Scarry in the end zone, but the ball was a little bit overthrown. Jack was covered, but
incomplete pass. Brings up a 4th and goal to goal.
Could have caught the pass if it was a little bit shorter. However, we got a 4th down now and 25 to go. So Mohawks got their second try, the second opportunity here from the 25. Everybody covered. John Morgan
Nick Almeida's flushed out
Randolph hit Nick Almeida in the middle of the line.
Taking down my number
and the ball goes over on downs.
Terry Anderson.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Randolph from their own 25-yard line.
And the ball goes over on downs
Yep.
to the Randolph Blue Devils. They will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25.
But so far, compared with last week's first game of the season, we've seen a lot more from the passing game, and mostly successful. The long pass was close, but not quite there. The ground game is not holding up so far. And that's number 7, Isaiah Michelle, for the Blue Devils.
Number 7, Isaiah Michelle on the ball carry for the Blue Devils.
I did not see who got the tackle.
Taken down by number 11, Jack Scary.
Jack Scary getting
Gain of
credit
5
from
on
the
the play. Second
PA.
down and 5 for the Blue Devils.
Second down and a short 5 for the Blue Devils.
Isaiah Michelle again on the carry.
And that's a nice
First in on the
effective
tackle,
tackle.
number 2, Adrian Heredia.
by number 8, Andrew Peruzzi and Adrian Heredia.
Short to no gain on the play, brings up a 3rd down and 5.
Third down and a short 5. But if the Mohawks can stop this one, they'll get the ball back. We've got a flag. They're stopping the play, so it's probably on the offense. And it is. Motion
There's a
call.
flag in on the play. Illegal procedure against the Blue Devils.
Illegal
Pushes
motion.
them back 5 yards. Bring up a 3rd down.
Goes back to
And
the
10.
20-yard line. 3rd and 10 for the Blue Devils now. So the Mohawks again are getting a little bit of help from the Blue Devils penalties. Quarterback from number 14, Gardy Augustin.
Gotti Augustin's pass.
A little bit long.
Number 7, Isaiah Michelle. Falls incomplete.
So that falls incomplete. It's 4th down and 10.
Incomplete pass brings up a 4th down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
So they'll be punting. Back to kick is their number 22. That is Mekhi Matiel. And he drops the ball. He's hit hard.
Bad snap from center. Taken by number 22, Makaya Nadia L. And tackled by Adrian Heredia.
Adrian Heredia got him.
Short of the 1st down.
Short of the
Mohawks
first
will take
down.
over, 1st
Mohawks
and 10.
take over 1st and 10. In good field
From the
position
27-yard
from
line.
the 27-yard line of the Blue Devils. And here we go, the second opportunity here in the first quarter, 2:14 on the clock. And Heredia running the ball, but not for
Heredia,
much.
the ball carrier on the play. Tackle made by number 20, Nate Gomes. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
Nate Gomes on the tackle for the Blue Devils, and no gain on the play for Adrian Heredia. Now the Mohawks are spreading the field. Definite passing look. But it's going to be a handoff, a pitch back to number 2, Adrian Heredia.
Heredia again on the carry. Run out of bounds by number 8. Vinny
Picks up about
Belzazia.
4 yards. It's 3rd and 6.
Pickup of about 4 yards on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 6 for the Mohawks.
So again, spreading out the formation. And that's Andrew Peruzzi running the
Heredia
ball.
again on the carry.
No, it's Heredia. I don't know why I'm seeing 2 looking like an 8
First in
out
on
here
the
tonight.
stop. Number 65,
It's
Armin
3rd
Williams.
down, 4th down, and about 3.
Gain of a couple on the play. Brings up a 4th down and 3.
And Nick back to pass. Nobody open. And he's brought down for no gain
And Nick
about the line
Almeida
of
flushed out of
scrimmage.
the pocket again.
So the ball will turn over on downs to
First in on
Randolph.
the stop, number 8, Vinny Bembeliza. Loss of a couple yards on the play.
Pardon me, that's not a turnover on downs, it's fourth down. Almeida and Coach Martellio
Brings up a fourth
conferring.
down and 5.
And so far, this Randolph team looks pretty well schooled on the Millis ground game. Now we have a timeout, it looks like. The call was from the linesman. Three of the 5 refs are conferring.
That was a fourth down stop.
It was a
So
fourth
the ball
down
goes over
play.
and down to the Blue
The
Devils.
ball does go over on downs. That's what I thought at first, and then I saw the third down on the marker.
They will take over first and 10 from their own 23.
Okay. So I should have stuck to my guns, but that was what the call was. It was actually fourth down. So it's first and 10, Randolph from their own 23. And this time the Mohawks line collapses on the opening, and there's not going to be much of a gain there. Multiple tacklers, maybe a 2-yard gain,
Vinny Bembeliza on
second and
carry.
8.
Taken down by number 21, Pat Moynihan. Halloran, excuse me, Pat Halloran. Gain of 2, second and 8.
Uh-oh. That's trouble.
And a 75-yard touchdown run
Number 11 again.
by Greg Izzy-Dowling.
Greg Izzy Donwan. No flag. There is something going on. There's a whistle.
Looks like it's coming back.
It is coming back. I still don't see the flag, but I sure heard the whistle.
Great run by Izzy-Dowling.
And he's the one that ran back the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Greg Izzy Donwan.
That is the end of the first quarter. I want to let the
it's the end
officials
of the
on the
first
field
quarter.
know that the horn up here is not working. So if you want me when it's over, I'll scream.
Yes. Scream very hard.
So the first quarter ends with the Blue Devils up 6-0 against the
So
Mohawks.
that's the end of the first quarter.
And I have the
score
raffle
is
winner
Randolph
for the
6,
Roach Brothers
Millis nothing.
trailer over there. So as play begins in the second quarter, with the penalty was marked off from the spot of the foul. So that turns into a first and 10 for
Now
Blue
there-
Devils, starting from their own 25.
There was a penalty.
35, excuse me.
It apparently was a hold because the ball advanced to the 35-yard line of the Blue Devils. And that was a quarterback keeper from Gardy Austin.
And Gotti Augustin on a quarterback keep. And on the tackle was number 11, Jack Scary.
Jack Scary on the tackle.
Pickup of almost 9 yards on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 1.
So on a scramble, there's a dumb one, sheds 2 tackles. Finally pushed out of bounds by number 21, Pat Halloran. But that's a first down and a lot more, but there is a flag.
On a carry.
From the location of the flag,
it is against the Blue Devils.
it's a block in the back against the Blue Devils. 10-yard penalty from the point of foul.
Block on the back.
Still good for a first down.
Knocked off from the spot of the foul.
But instead of being over the 50-yard line,
the game was still good enough for a first down.
The Devils are still in their own territory on the 47-yard
Blue
line.
Devils from their own 47-yard line.
Still can't read the number on the tackle. I know
Number
who it
3,
was.
Mackay Bonds was the carrier. Loss of a yard on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 11.
One-yard loss. 2nd and 11 for the Blue Devils.
Time on the field taken by the Blue Devils.
Timeout, Randolph. The tackle on that last play for a 1-yard loss might have been Jack Scary. I'm going to have to wait for the stats after the game to find out for sure who that was.
Second down, 11.
Well over 10 minutes on the clock still. There's another flag.
Loose ball, flag on the play.
The ball was loose. First of all, what's the penalty? Secondly, who covered the ball?
And the Mohawk.
Scary is signaling a Mohawk ball. Fumble recovery.
You do have an injured player on the field.
There's a hold. There's a hold against the Blue Devils. The Mohawks, of course, will decline the penalty. Will take the ball.
1st and 10.
From the Blue Devil 45-yard line.
From the Blue Devil 45. Nice.
Chris Covino was the player injured. He's trotting off the field under his own power.
Nice to see him get up and run off
So
the
it's
field.
good to see that he's all right.
1st and 10 for the Mohawks from the 45.
So again, 1st and 10, Mohawks from the 45-yard line of the Blue Devils.
Almeida on a quarterback keep. Met at the line by number 7,
1-yard
Chris
gain.
Paul, and number 16, Christian.
And I thought that was Nick Almeida.
Little to no gain on the play. 2nd down, a long 9.
So Almeida on a Design run, virtually no gain. Devils have scouted the Mohawks pretty well. Second and almost 10.
Adrian Heredia,
Heredia
the
with the
ball
ball.
carrier, taken down by number 20,
Second and 8.
Nate Gomes.
It's about a 2-yard gain. Third down and 8.
Gain of a couple yards, brings up a third down and 8.
Nice pass, very close to a first down.
Almeida's pass
By
is
Almeida.
complete. And number 7, TJ Daniel.
Complete to TJ Daniel, number 7.
Tackle was made by number
And it is a
3,
first down.
Mackie Barnes.
The down markers are moving.
Progress
First and
good
10
enough for
from the
Mohawk. First down,
35-yard
gain of
line of the Blue Devils.
9 yards on that play. First and 10, the ball's sitting at the 34-yard line.
Ball is spotted just inside the 35-yard line. Almeida on a keeper.
Nick Almeida on a keeper.
And he picked up some good yardage there, about 5 yards, maybe 6. Let's see where they spot it.
Number 65, Armand Williams on the stop.
7-yard gain.
Second and 3.
Second and 3 for the Mohawks. Almeida waiting for the snap.
Again, Almeida on the quarterback keeper. Chris Paul
Faked the
took him
handoff
down.
and ran it for another first down.
Progress good enough for Mohawk first down.
First and 10 right on the 25-yard line. Actually, it's the 23.
First and 10 from the 22. Heredia, the ball carrier.
Handoff was to Heredia.
Stuff in the middle of the line.
No gain, second
First
and
hit by number
10.
76, Edmund McKenzie. Little gain on the play, second and 10.
Mohawks spreading the field. And it's a keeper. Nick Almeida is inside the
Nick
10,
Almeida,
close to the
keeper on the left
5-yard
side.
line. Another first down is first and goal, Mohawks.
Number 3, Mackie Barnes on the stop.
First and goal on about the 8-yard
Progress
line.
good enough for a first down. First and goal to go from the 8.
Again, the spread formation. Nick Almeida in the shotgun. Design run. No, it's not a run. Pitch out to Heredia.
Almeida pitched the ball to Adrian Heredia.
Just inside the 5-yard line, second and 5.
Brady Augustin in on the stop. knocked him
Second
out
and
of
goal
bounds.
from the 5.
Pick up a 4, brings up a second and goal from the 4.
Whistle. Quarter. No, not the quarter. 6:18 on the clock. It's a timeout.
Timeout taken on the field before the snap by the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils. That's their second timeout of the half. And the Mohawks have been much more aggressive and impressive on their offense on this series. Some good passes, some good design runs for Nick Almeida. And the Blue Devil defense has not been as effective as it did up until now. So the way we stand, it is second down and goal to go from inside the 5.
But I have your attention, nobody has picked up the raffle prize yet, so if you could dig into your pockets, pull out the red coupon, the red ticket coupon. The winning number is 2171265. Again, the winning number is 2171265. Go to the Roach Brothers.
And the Mohawks are coming to the
down at
line.
the corner of the field. Thank you.
Again, the field is they're spread across the field. Ready, waiting for the ball in the shotgun. He runs it.
Nick Almeida on a keeper.
Almeida, rather. He's inside the 5. It looks like about the 3 to me.
Vinny Dembelezer in on the stop.
Closer, closer.
Gain of a couple yards on the play brings up a third down and goal to goal.
Third down and goal from,
Looks like about a yard and a half.
looks like a 1 yard line to me. Third and goal. Almeida in for a touchdown.
In for the score.
Nice job of running on this series by Nick Almeida, with help from Adrian Heredia from time to time and some good passing attack too. So the Mohawks mixed up the play well. They've tied the game at 6. We have 5:37 remaining in the second quarter. And they're going to try
Nick
for an
Almeida
extra
will
point.
attempt the extra
Almeida
point.
will attempt the extra point. Kick is up, kick is off the upright, no
right
good.
side goal post and there's
So
no
game
good.
remains tied at 6.
So, with 5:37 remaining in the first half, the score is tied 6 apiece.
This team can kick. I've seen them working in the drills. I've been told that they have a kicking game, and this time the ball just was a little bit wide. Close. So when we come back after the repositioning and for the kickoff, it will be Millis kicking off to the Blue Devils with 5:37 to play in the second quarter.
Number 11, Izzy Dowan. Number 7, Isaiah Michelle. Back for the kick from Nick Almeida.
Nick Almeida ready for the kick. The kick is a squib kick.
Isaiah Michelle on
Taken
the
on
score.
Isaiah Michelle. Brought down, I think, by
Taken down by number 24, Alex Barrett, and number 44, Vinny Sellers.
Alex Barrett and Vinny Sellers. Vinny Sellers is a player. He's a
Blue
sophomore.
Devils will start first and 10
5'6",
from the 32.
155 pounds, and he turned in a whale of a game last week on both sides of the ball. So it's first and 10. Blue Devils, 32-yard line, their own, of course.
Number 3,
So has a Michelle
Makai Barnes
3.
on the carry.
Makai Barnes carrying for about 2 yards, second and 8.
Taken down by Shea Ferrantino. Gain of about
Shea
3 yards
Ferrantino
play,
on the
brings up a
tackle.
Second and 7.
Jack Scary on that tackle.
Another carry by Bond. Taken down by Jack Scary and Nick Almeida.
With help from Nick Almeida, yes.
Progress good enough for Blue Devil first down. First and 10 from the 45.
First and 10 for the Blue Devils, 4:32 on the clock. Nick Bembeliza running with the ball for the Blue Devils. Another first down. I did not see the tackle.
Greg Izzy Darwin, the ball carrier on that one. Taken down by Jack Scary. First and 10 for the Blue Devils.
And there is a breakaway. Number 8 is
And from 40 yards out.
Nick Bembeliza from 40 yards out for
Number
a
8.
Blue Devil touchdown.
Vinny Bembeliza.
This Randolph team has some very speedy runners. And it's not just any one. So that makes a score with 3:49 on the clock, 12-6 in favor of the Blue Devils. They're going to go for
And the
two.
Blue Devils will go for 2.
The defense collapses on the runner. I don't think he made it. He did not. So we have a two touchdown to 1 touchdown, 12-6
The extra
game.
point attempt is no good.
And the Mohawks will have 3
On that carry,
minutes
number 14,
and
Grady
49
August.
seconds to see what they could do with the
Stopped by
ball.
the complete interior of the Mohawks line.
Okay, so the Blue Devils will kick off to the Mohawks. It's going to be number 22 kicking. That's Meki Machiel. We have deep
Number
for the Mohawks,
22,
Shea Ferrantino
Makai Madiarel would do the kicking.
toward the camera. And it is a squib kick. Picked up by Jack Scary.
Ball was scooped
Run
up
out
by
to the
Jeff-
40-yard
by
line.
Shea Ferrantino. Ran it back to the
Nick-
40-yard line of the Mohawks.
Nick Pierre
First and 10.
on the tackle for the Blue Devils. So the Mohawks have 3:46 to go for 60 yards. Nice run.
Already at the ball carrier.
Adrian Heredia with the ball carrying duty there. 10-yard gain for a first
strike
down
by number
at
20, Nate
midfield,
Jones.
just over midfield.
Gain of almost 11 on the play. Good enough for a Mohawk first down. Just inside of midfield.
So the Mohawks semi-split out. Quick pass to T.J. Daniel.
Almeida's pass is complete to number 7.
And
TJ Daniel hit immediately at the line of scrimmage.
TJ's not getting up. I think it's TJ. He was tackled right about the line of scrimmage with a really tough tackle. I mean, a good clean tackle, but a vicious one.
And apparently there was a penalty on the play, marching off 15 yards against the Blue Devils.
There is a penalty. It's a personal foul on the Blue
Took a nice
Devils.
hand, TJ Daniel.
TJ Daniel walking off under his own power. Trotting now. Okay. He looked like he might have had an ankle injury. So there is a personal foul there. Brings the ball down to the
So
35-yard
with that
line.
penalty, the Mohawks have a first and 10 from the Blue
And
Devils
still over
35.
3 minutes on the clock.
Nick
After the
Almeida,
fake
the quarterback
handoff,
keep.
fake handoff, Nick Almeida runs it but doesn't get
Thrown
any
for a
gain.
loss by number 70, Chris Paul.
Actually lost a yard.
Loss of a yard on the play, 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 from outside the 35-yard line. A running clock at 2:30 coming up. Almeida in the shotgun. He's going to run it himself.
Again,
He
Almeida
is
on a
greeted
keeper.
at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for about a
Met at the
yard.
line of scrimmage by number 52, Chris Covino.
Chris Covino was the tackle.
Gain of a couple yards on the play, brings up a 3rd down and long 8.
Third down and a long 8 yards for the Mohawks.
AJ, we're coming! We're coming!
Handoff to Adrian Heredia.
Pitch out to Adrian Heredia.
Close
Taken
to
out
a
of bounds
first
by
down, but
number
not
28,
there.
Gomes.
It's going to be 4th down and about a long 2.
Gain of 6 on the play, brings up 4th down and 3.
See, I'm the optimist. I call it a long 2. It's really right spot on between the 25 and 30-yard lines. And that's going to be a penalty against the defense. Offsides on the defense with contact.
We
It's a
obviously
first
have an
down for the
offside against the Blue
Mohawks.
Devils.
The Blue Devils are their worst enemy on some of these penalties.
Let's give the result in the Mohawks first down.
Mohawks first down.
1st and 10 from the 22.
From the 22-yard line. The yard marker appears to be giving us a little bit of a bonus there. Back to pass is Heredia. He is in the end zone for a Mohawks touchdown.
Nick Almeida, quarterback keep, jumped out of the pocket, 22 yards out.
Shed one
Mohawk
tackle and
touchdown.
dodged another one. And into the end zone. The Mohawks have tied it at 12. And they can take the lead with either an extra point kick or a 2-pointer they're going to kick. And if I had to make a prediction, I would say this kick probably will be good.
Now Almeida will attempt the extra point.
Uh-oh. There's a flag.
Dead ball foul.
Dead ball foul.
Offside against
The
the Blue
defensive
Devils.
penalty
half the
lined up
distance
in
to goal.
the neutral zone. Looked like. Timeout
Timeout taken on the field by
Mohawks.
the Mohawks.
Their second of the quarter. So we still have 1:27 on the clock. So the ball now sits on the about a foot shy of the 1 yard line, maybe 6 inches shy of the 1 yard line. And it will be first down and goal.
And the Mohawks will attempt the 2-point conversion.
The Mohawks are going for a 2-point conversion.
And Nick
Heredia
Almeida
keeps
is
it.
in on the
He's in
kick.
for a 2-pointer.
1:27
So the score
remaining in the
becomes
first half.
Millis
That puts the
14,
Mohawks up
Randolph
14-12.
And 1:27 remaining in the second quarter until halftime. So Mohawks took advantage of several Blue Devil penalties during that drive, but they also had some nice runs, mostly keepers by Nick Almeida. So back to receive Isaiah Michelle, number 7, toward us. And Nate Scott, number 1, on the other side.
Almeida to kick off.
Almeida kicking off. A squib kick, and it's stopped
And
immediately.
his squib kick is down
by
by
number 52,
Chris Covino.
Chris Covino. And he covers the ball near
So
the
the Blue
50-yard
Devils
line.
start this drive from their own 48.
But the Mohawks, I think, strategically were trying to avoid what happened on the opening kickoff, and that is they're well aware that the Blue Devils have a couple of speedy backs back there, and they weren't going to give them a chance to get a long run. So the ball actually is on the 47-yard line. And there's a sack. That was Pat Halloran on the sack.
Quarterback Scotty Augustine is sacked by number 21, Pat Halloran.
Pat is the
9
younger
yards
brother
left.
of Jack
Second and
Halloran, who
19.
graduated last year. And now we got a handoff and a pass. And intercepted. Shea Ferrantino grabs that from the Millis 40-yard line. That's the end of the drive for the Blue Devils.
47 seconds remaining in the first half. The
Mohawks
take
have
over.
47 seconds remaining. So we'll see how aggressive Bob Martellio is willing to be here. Both teams have one timeout remaining in this quarter, or in this half, rather.
Nick Almeida on a quarterback
Almeida
draw.
on a keeper, quarterback draw.
Number 56, Jason Glenn. And 52, Chris Covino in on the tackle.
Timeout
for injury.
for an injury. Yeah, it's a lineman, number 76, Grady Palomino. Grady's 6 foot, 190 pound junior. He's holding an elbow as he comes over to the bench. So here we go, second and almost 10. And Nick will take
Nick
a
Almeida
knee.
takes a knee. And that'll be the end of the first
Running
half.
clock
of the
at 12 seconds
Mohawk
will
14.
expire. And
Blue Devils
halftime, his score is Millis 14, Randolph 12. Millis will get the ball first in the second half because they won the toss and deferred the first time. And even after giving off a couple of long runs, including a run back of the opening kickoff, they managed to put the offense together, just enough defense, and claim the lead at 14-12 at halftime. Yeah, we had a team a few years ago that won 2 in a row back to back.
Doing the kicking honors for the Randolph
So
Blue
you got
Devils,
to go
number
to
22,
Foxborough.
Nakai Mediarel.
Were you in a booth up there for with the camera?
Sorry?
Or did they give you a booth for the camera?
I don't know what that
No,
is.
a broadcast booth.
Oh, no.
They gave us one for calling the game because we recorded it. That was amazing. Okay, later.
Picking up the squib kick on that one was number 22, Nick Hill. And number 20, Nate Gomes in on the tackle for the Blue Devils. Mohawks begin the opening drive of the second half. 1st and 10 from their own 30.
Let's go, Randolph!
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Mohawks.
Adrian Heredia.
From their own
On a
30-yard
carry.
line, Heredia picked up about 3 yards.
First hit at the line of scrimmage by number 70, Chris Paul.
Second and a long 7.
Heredia again the ball carrier. Met in the backfield, I know, 52, Chris Covino. Little to no gain on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 8.
So that was Heredia carrying. Millis starting the field. 3rd down and a solid 8 yards to go for a first. So reverse. That was Heredia.
Heredia the ball carrier on the left side.
He only got a couple of yards, so it's 3rd down and
Ran out of bounds by Chris Paul. And Chris Covino.
4th down. It's 4th down. And a yard to go.
Gain of 6
The
on the
Mohawks
play.
are going
Brings up a 4th down
to
and
gamble on this and go for it. It always makes me nervous because if you don't make it, you give them awesome field position. No, that's a flag. The defense is saying it was
Flags on the play,
motion.
dead ball foul.
watch the
Team
ref
was
with
offside,
the
and they were
with the
pulled
white
off.
hat. I thought the Millis line moved on it, but we'll see what they call.
Dead ball foul. Offside
Offsides against the defense.
5-yard penalty.
First down,
automatic
Millis.
first down. A result in the first down. 1st and 10 from the 44.
So the defense must have moved enough to draw the offense off sides. So it's 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Ahead for
Adrian Heredia.
not even quite
on
a yard is
another carry,
Adrian
caught by
Heredia.
the entire left side defensive line of the
And he's a little slow
Blue
getting up.
Devils. Too many numbers to count and not tackle.
Heredia's coming over
No
out
gain
of the
on the
game for a
play.
moment.
How about a gain of a yard?
Holding his
Second down
back.
and 9.
Seems to be moving all right. Hopefully he'll be back.
Come on, Denver!
Here we go, 2nd and 9 for the Mohawks. Again, spreading things out. I mean, handing off to 44, Vin Sellers.
Number 44, Vinny Sellers, the ball carrier. Chris Covino in on the stop.
No gain, Covino on the tackle. So it's
Loss
third,
of about a half a yard in the play. Brings up
third
a
down and
second
10 to go.
Third down, excuse me, and 10.
And that was a keeper for Almeida.
Nick Almeida on a
He picked
keeper.
up about 5 of the 10 yards, but nowhere near enough. So it's fourth down. And Mohawk should kick on this one. The Blue Devils have
Armand Williams and Chris Covino right on the
is a dumb
stop.
one
Pick up of about 4 yards, brings up a fourth
Back
down
deep.
and 5.
for the punt.
Almeida in punt formation.
Nice high kick. Takes a Millis bounce. Downed out there by Pat Halloran. So the Millis
Almeida's
drive.
punt is down by number 21,
Peters out.
Pat Halloran. Blue Devils begin their initial drive of the second
So
half.
there's
First and 10 from their own 20.
from their own 20-yard line. I think that was Vinny Sellers on the tackle. Play was good
Number
for 9
3,
yards, 8
Mackay
yards.
Bonds on the carry. Taken down by number 21, Pat Halloran.
Pat Halloran was the
Gain
tackle.
of 8, second and 2.
And a good tackle in the Vinny, or no, that was Jack Scarry on that tackle.
Vinny Bembaliza on the carry. Forward progress good enough for a Blue Devil first down.
Blue Devil first down at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
And the Millis defense closes on the hole in the line there, and the runner doesn't get much. You get about 1.5 yards. I'll call it 2 yards and call it 2nd and 8.
Bembaliza on another carry. Taken down by the middle of the defense.
The whole
Led by
middle of
Don
the
Diaz.
defense.
Gain of a couple, second and 8.
Yeah, I was getting credit from the PA on that one. I couldn't tell you who it was. It was so many.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's number 3, Mackay Barnes.
Attaboy, dog.
Number 3, Mackay Bonds
And
on
I
a carry.
think it was Dominic Diaz on the tackle. And it was a solid
Taken
tackle
down
right
by
around the
number
middle.
56, Don Diaz.
It is. So it's 3rd down and
Gain of a
7.
couple yards on the play. Brings up a third down and a long, I'd say 7, probably 7 yards.
Isaiah Michelle coming into the game for the Blue Devils. Nate Scott is their quarterback. Long pass. It's caught by number 11, Greg Isadomwin. So that was about a
Scotty Augustin's pass
40-yard
complete
pass
for number
play.
11. Greg Izzy-Dowan.
all the way down to the
Long game.
29-yard line of the Mohawks.
First down, 1st and 10 from the Mohawk 28.
Final tackle, I think, was Shea Ferrantino.
Mackay Barnes, ball carrier.
Another first
Picked up
down
by
for
Vinny
the
Sellers.
Vinny Sellers, number 44, on that tackle.
Gain of 12 on the play. 1st and 10 from the
12-yard
Mohawk 17.
gain. Blue Devils have it on the Mohawks 17-yard line. Marty Augustin, the quarterback. Tackle, I think, by Almeida.
Ben Belize, the ball carrier. Jack Scary, Nick Almeida on the tackle.
Jack Scary and Nick
Gain of
Almeida.
8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Let's go, Randolph!
Down around the 10-yard line. Oh, a big pile push there.
No good.
Again, Vinny Ben Belize on the ball, on the carry.
I've got to say, yeah, it is a
Forward progress, good for a Blue Devil first down. 1st and goal to go from the
first and
Mohawk
goal
6.
from about this, 6-yard line.
Let's go, Randolph!
The key play on this one was that 40-plus yard pass.
Number 11.
That was Greg
Isabella.
Isabella.
Dances around the Mohawk defenders and into the end zone
Had
for
several
a Blue
tackles.
Devil touchdown.
Made it into the end zone for a touchdown. And the score now is 18-14 in favor of the Blue Devils. 3:46 on the remaining third quarter clock. I will say that Coach John Marshall and his staff appear to have done a pretty good job of scouting on this game. Again, the Blue Devils go for 2,
And the
and again
two-point
they
conversion
miss.
is stopped by the Mohawks.
So the Mohawks have a 4-point lead. Ready to take another kickoff with 3:46 on the
Dallin
clock.
was the ball carrying that play. So, 3:46 remaining in the third quarter. The score is now Blue Devils 18, Mohawks 14.
So Mickey Metiel kicking off. Deep for the Mohawks are Shea Ferrantino. They did a squib kick.
Number 11, Jack Scary on a return.
Taken by number
Tackling by number
75.
24, Nick Pierre. We have
74.
an injury player in the field.
75. If I read the number right,
The
that
Mohawks
was
begin this drive.
John
1st and 10
Morgan.
from their own 41.
so the Mohawks have the ball. 1st and 10 from their own 41. Almeida waiting for the snap. He keeps it on the option. Goes ahead
Nick
for
Almeida with a
about
keep up.
5 yards. 4 yards.
Tackle made by number 3, Nakai Bonds.
2nd and 6
Gain
for
of
the
5,
Mohawks.
2nd and 5.
Almeida in the shotgun. And he's thrown for a loss.
And Almeida is met deep in the backfield for a loss, tackled by number 56, Jackson Glenn.
Jason Glenn on the sack. So
Loss
it's a
of
6-yard loss.
Brings up a 3rd down and
It's
11.
3rd down and just over 10 yards to go for the Mohawks. Almeida back to pass. Looking long. Oh. Just missed
Almeida's
Adrian
got some
Heredia.
kind of Adrian Heredia.
Timeout, Millis.
Incomplete pass brings up a 4th down and 11 for the Mohawks.
So that will bring up 4th down and 11. Mohawks are on their own 41-yard line. .2:15 on the clock. Sean Ryan is coming into the game. Number 28. He is a wide receiver or defensive back. Wide receiver in this case.
Nick Almeida back in punt formation for the Mohawks.
Almeida back to punt.
Back deep is number 3, Nakai Barnes.
So Sean's in for blocking. A low kick, but it takes a Millis bounce. Collected by that speedy number 11. And he's finally brought down back about the 46-yard line of Millis.
Excuse me, take that number 11.
That is Greg Isadamo.
Down on the return.
Was actually spotted on the 46-yard line.
On the return, there was a penalty against the Blue Devils.
Penalty on the Blue Devils. There's a block in the back. That's the 2nd or 3rd one they've had of that particular kind of penalty. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So that's a big one.
Foul.
Takes it back to the 30-yard line of the Blue Devils.
1st and 10 Blue Devils.
There's a down one again.
Down ball carrier on that play.
Picks up about 7 yards.
Tackle made by number
2nd and
52,
3.
David Barasano.
Millis player down.
Timeout for an injury.
Down player is Vinny Sellers, number 44.
All right, nice hand for Vinny Sellers.
Getting a nice round of applause from the fans here in the stands.
All right, play
So
resumes.
it's 2nd and 3 for
the Devils.
Blue Devils.
Vinny Bembeliza, the ball carrier, and that forward progress good enough for a first down.
Taken down, I think, by John Regan. It is a first down, 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
Stop was made by Don Diaz. 1st and 10.
Diaz was given credit. And there's a good tackle. And I believe that was Pat Halloran on the
Mikey
tackle.
Bonds, the ball carrier on that play. Immediately line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play, actually
Pat
about a
Halloran.
1 foot loss.
Loss will be on the play, 2nd and 11.
And that was pushed out of bounds by
Number
Dominic
7,
Diaz, was number
Michelle,
7,
ball
Isaiah
carrier.
Michelle.
Forced out of bounds by Jack Scary. Gain of 7. Gain of 8. 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 for the Devils. And that was Mackey Barnes met by a couple of the Millis backfielders who broke through there,
That'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
making it 4th and 4, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Number 3, Mikey Bonds with the ball carrier in that. Stopped by
And it's
David
4th and a short
Verasano.
4 for the
And
Blue Devils when play resumes.
number 72, Patrick Sennett.
Ball is still in their own territory at about the 47-yard line. So now we'll find out how much of a gambler John Marshall is, the head coach for the Blue Devils. It's 4th down. Well, I think they gave him an extra yard on the spot. But it's still 4th and 2. And they're still in their own territory. 48-yard line. Well, that's where the marker is. Ball is on the 47.5.
And the first play of the 4th
And they're
quarter.
going
has
for
Blue Devils at 4th down and about 2.
Oh. That was here's a down one again.
Greg Izzy Dowan on a carry. Finally taken down by number 28, Sean Ryan.
Getting to the Millis 24-yard line.
Long gain on the play. Good enough for Blue Devil first down. 1st and 10. Mohawk 23.
Jack Scary on that tackle.
No, that's my fault. I dropped it and I smashed the whole.
And the Devils put it into the line for about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Gotti Augustin on the quarterback keep. Tackled by Jack Scary. And Pat Halloran. Gain of about 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and a long 7 for the Blue Devils.
Attaboy, Scary!
Might have been Jack Scary on the tackle.
Greg Izzy Dow on the ball carrier, taken down by Jack Scary.
It was. It's 3rd and 4.
Gain of about 3 because of a 3rd down and 4.
And they are on about the Millis 17-yard line. Tackle was made again by Dominic Diaz. Not before they had a first down.
Number 3, Mackay Barnes on the ball, on the carry on that one. Tackle made by number 56,
So it's
Dom
going to
Diaz.
be first and
Progress good for a first down.
12.
First and goal,
10.
goal ball sitting right on the 10-yard line.
First and timeout, Millis.
Timeout taken by the Mohawk.
That's their second timeout of the second half. Ball is right on the 10-yard line. Okay, I have an announcement here from the Millis Gridiron Club, honoring local companies that reinvest in the Millis community by contributing to the Millis football program, thanking them for their continued support and generosity. Celebrating businesses that provide quick snacks, celebratory meals, or comfort food to our players and families, building lasting memories. Thank you from the Gridiron Club to the following sponsors: Namasti Convenience Store, Roach Brothers, Santa Fe, Alberto Grill, Millis House of Pizza, Victory Lane, Napper Tandy's of Millis, and Avelina's Bar and Grill. And a special thanks to the Bogastow Fin, Fur, and Feather Club for hosting and providing team dinners for your Millis varsity football team, usually on Thursday nights. So here come the Blue Devils from the Millis 10-yard line. 9:41 remaining on the clock. It's an 18-14 game in favor of the Blue Devils.
Attaboy, Scoop!
And there's a tackle. I'll give it to Pat Halloran, but there were about 3 players in on that one.
Vinny Bembaliza
And a
on
second
a
down
carry,
and
first met.
along 8.
And number 21, Pat Halloran. Thrown for a loss of 2 yards. Second and goal to go from the 12.
Loss of 2 yards, so it's second and 12, 13. Second and 13. Quarterback is thrown down back around the 20-yard line. Was that Halloran again?
Gotti Augustin on the quarterback keep. Thrown for a big loss. Third down and goal to go from the 19.
Third down and goal from the 19 now for the Blue Devils. Augustin. Advancing to, again, about the 5-yard line. It's
Vinny Bembalazzi on the leader on the carry.
no, it's not the 5.
Stopped by Dom Diaz.
It's the 10-yard line. Fourth and goal from the 10.
Got it back. We got fourth and goal to go from the 8.
8-yard line is the call from the PA, and I will believe that. Okay, the defense holds.
Greg is in down.
Swarming on the ball carrier.
taken down by a host of Mohawks.
Last man up for the Mohawks, I think, is
First in on the tackle was Adrian Heredia. So the Mohawks take over on downs.
Adrian Heredia getting credit for that tackle,
15.
and that was good defense on the part of the Mohawks. They've had a strong red zone defense so far this year. It's a swarming defense that just goes for the ball. And here we go. Nick Almeida going to keep it. And net before he got going.
Quarterback Nick Almeida hit immediately by number 20, Nate Gomes.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Almeida waiting for the snap from center. There it is. Nobody open.
Almeida sacked in the backfield.
He's brought down back around the
Tackle made by number 76.
16-yard line. It is 3rd and 14.
Loss of 3 on the play.
No, 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13. Clock running at 6 minutes currently. Almeida waiting for the snap. Noah spreading the field. Almeida warmed up to pass, but he didn't have anybody open.
Almeida flushed out of the pocket by several.
I think he was looking
Blue Devil
for.
players finally taken down by number 8, Vinny Bendaliza.
I think he was looking for number 19,
Brings up a
Chef
4th down and
Ferrantino.
12.
Ferrantino was pretty well covered. And I think that Almeida wisely ate the ball there for
Almeida
a
in
loss.
formation.
That was better than risking the
That received the
interception.
kick. Number 11, great.
Not a little bit of a high snap, but it's a low kick, but it takes a Millis bounce. Fielded by number 11. The speedy guy. And he's finally hit, not finally brought down, but hit first by.
Taken down hard by number 10, Nick Almeida. Long return.
Almeida on the final tackle. Actually, Almeida's the first one to hit him. So again, it's 1st and 10 in Millis territory on the 10-yard
So
line.
the Blue Devils have the 1st and goal to go from about the 5. That was a
It's actually
40-yard
closer to the
return
5.
by Izzy Dower.
1st and goal, Blue Devils. The touchdown here would put the game pretty much out of reach. Swarming defense.
And we have a quarterback keep in for the score. Number 14, Gardy Augustin on a quarterback keep. For the Blue Devil touchdown.
But number 14, Augustin, goes on in for the score. It's 24-14, Blue Devils. Now, this is a team that won the Division 8 state championship last year, so it's been a tough game all the way around. But Randolph Blue Devils,
And the Blue Devils will go for 2.
showing some great speed on offense. They've not shown a kicking game. They've gone for 2 on every extra point so far. I think they just made their first
And
run.
again, got the
It's now
August
26 to 14, Blue
two-point
Devils.
conversion.
4:45 on the clock.
4:45 remaining in the game. The score is now 26 for the Blue Devils, 14 for the Mohawks.
So John Marshall and his Blue Devils have got their first one of the season virtually put away. 12-point lead with 4:45 on the clock. And bringing this team out with a lot of losses, a lot of lost personnel after their state championship from last
Adrian
year.
Heredia and Sean
And their
Ryan
opening
back
game
for kick.
loss. They're going to be 2-1.
Again, doing the kicking off for the Blue
And the
Devils.
Mohawks will
number
be
22.
they're going to be 1-1, and
Mackay
so will the
Matty
Mohawks. Both teams will be 1-1 after this game is over. And the kick squibs its way down to the 30-yard line.
And the squib kick is recovered by number 11, Jack Scarry. With the
It was
Mohawks
covered
take
by
over.
Jack Scarry.
Begin this drive, 1st and 10 from their own 30.
So it's 1st and 10 Mohawks from their own 30-yard line. 4:42 on the clock, which is stopped for the change of possession.
Owen Michael Caulfield. Owen.
Pass is complete to TJ Daniel, who chugs ahead for an extra 5 yards.
It can be
The
the
clock
pass
stops
complete to
while
number
they
7,
move the
TJ Daniel.
chains.
Number 20, Nick Gomes in on
It'll
the
be
tackle.
1st and 10 for
We
the
have another
Mohawks.
injury timeout here.
From their own 47-yard line. Chris Paul, number 70, was the injured player. He's being helped off the field. Looks like a lower extremity, a knee or an ankle. So the Mohawks, if they can move the ball, do still have 4:34 still on the clock. Almeida playing again the pass to TJ
And again,
Daniel.
Almeida's pass is complete to TJ Daniel.
There's a flag. It's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. Or so it appears. I'll wait for the referee to give the final call on it, the guy with the white hat. Personal foul against the Blue Devils. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Late hit out of bounds. 15-yard
Goes
penalty.
down to
tacked
the
onto the
30-yard
play.
line, 32-yard line.
Results in the first half of the Mohawks from the Blue Devil 32.
Almeida with the ball, back to pass. Long pass, complete. In the end zone for a touchdown to Shea Ferrantino. So Mohawks make it close.
33-yard
So
touchdown
this game
strike.
is not over after all. The score is now 26-20 with 4:20 on the clock. If the Mohawks can somehow get the ball back, I think onside kick maybe. They're going to kick for the extra point.
And Nick Almeida will
Jason
attempt the extra point
Fournier
out of the hold number
holding.
12. Jason Fournier.
For Almeida.
High snap.
And that was
Extra
quite a
point is no
play.
good.
The pass from center looked like a bad pass. It wasn't. It was a bypass.
So
It was
with
a
that,
direct pass to
4:20
Almeida,
remaining in the game. Score is now Blue Devils 26,
who was
Mohawks 20.
targeting an end zone pass, which they almost completed. But the score remains 26-20. Mohawks would need a regain of possession and a miracle touchdown to get this game pulled out. But I might have been premature when I was trying to think the game was out of reach. It's not. So the passing game emerges for the Mohawks. They didn't show it much in the first game, but they're picking up steam in this one. Now I'm sure that the Blue Devils have the quick hands up here on the front line, anticipating an onside kick. Almeida kicking. He's doing a squib kick. Deep to number 11. That is a dumb one, and he runs it back.
And Gregory
And that is
Allen
the game.
on a kickoff return for a Blue Devil touchdown. The second time tonight, but this one counts.
So that's the second kickoff return for touchdown for the Blue Devils. And the scoreboard is wrong. It says 26-26. It's not. It's 32-20. And again, the two-point conversion is no good. Mackie Barnes taken down. Well, it was a 4-point
Guy
lead.
Bounds was the ball carrier in that one.
And
First
now
on
it should be a
contact was number
10-point
2,
lead. It should be
Heredia.
32-22.
Finishing up was number 11, Jack Scarry. So the extra point is no good. 4:06 remaining, 32-20 in favor of the Blue Devils. It's been a wild last 2 minutes.
The scoreboard is reading 32-20. I wish I'd written down the score before. I may be wrong on that. But I thought it was a 4-point game. And here we go, another kickoff. And this is a squib. Taken out of bounds by the Mohawks right around midfield, probably the 48-yard line.
And the kickoff screw kick is picked up by number 17, Beckett Giardi, and taken out of bounds at the 48-yard line with the Mohawks begin this drive.
It is the 48-yard line, 1st and 10, 4:01 on the clock. Almeida back to pass. Incomplete.
Almeida's pass ball is incomplete.
Intended for I
Number
think
22, Mackay Media Elden on the stop on the play. Incomplete pass brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Mohawks.
second and 10. Almeida with the ball, back to pass. He's hurried. Complete to Shea Ferrantino.
Almeida's pass is complete. Number 19,
Slipped one tackle.
Shea Ferrantino.
Picked up a few more yards. It's down to the 40-yard line. 45-yard line.
Timeout taken by the
Timeout Millis. So the ball is on the 45-yard line of the Blue Devils.
3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2. This is the 3rd and final timeout for the Millis Mohawks of the second half. I haven't recorded any timeouts for the Blue Devils. Not that they would, not that they would be in a position they would want to take one now anyway. So the Mohawks come out to the line, 3rd and 2, 3:43 on the clock. 32-20 the score.
We have a 3rd down and a long 2 for the Mohawks.
Now that was, the Blue Devils were trying to sell an offsides on Millis, and it was.
False start against the Mohawks. Backs them up 5 yards.
So it's now 3rd
Third down
and
and 7.
7, almost 8. Almeida waiting for the snap. He's going to run. Ball is loose.
Fumble on the play. Picked up by the Blue Devils. He turned it all the way down to the inside the Mohawk 25.
And whoever made the tackle was being dragged along the field there. I couldn't see who it was. But it was a fumble recovered by the Blue Devils.
27.
1st and 10, Devils on the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, 3:26 on the clock. Midline plunge by the Blue Devils. Gains them about maybe 3 yards. Second and 8.
Number 11. Dizzy Darwin on the carry. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a Don on the carry. He's been a major factor in the game for the Blue Devils. And this time he's tackled by
Number 3, Mackay Barnes on the carry. Taken down in the backfield.
taken up Dominic Diaz.
John Diaz.
Loss of about 5 yards.
3rd down and 12.
Huh? Yeah, I got you. Thank you, sir.
It's 3rd and 11, a long 11. And
Mackay Barnes again on the carry.
Mackie Barnes ahead on the ground
Picked
for
up by
about
number
2
21,
yards, 3
Ellen.
yards. 4th and 9.
4th down and 9.
Blue Devils are milking the clock. They may even let it run out here for, no, they're going to go ahead and snap the ball.
There you go.
Tackle made by Brady Palomino.
Number 8, Vinny Bimbaliza on a carry. Tackle made by number 76, Grady Palomino.
There will be a measurement. It's very close to a first down.
For a measurement.
It is not a first down. The ball goes over the Mohawks with 1:08 on the clock.
First down, Mohawks take over and down.
So it's 1st and 10 Mohawks, deep in their own territory. Score is 32-20. I had that one wrong. Mohawks are spreading the field again. But a keeper from Nick Almeida goes nowhere. Actually takes a pretty big loss. Second and 13.
Number 52,
For a running clock with 45 seconds on it.
Yards brings up a 2nd and 12 for the Mohawks.
I think the Mohawks are probably willing to take a knee here. Jason Fournier coming in with a play apparently, or an instruction from the bench. The Mohawks are spreading out the field. 25 seconds. And that's going to be the game. 14 seconds on a running clock. Final score
Number 12, Jason
is the
Fournier.
Randolph Blue Devils 32, the Millis Mohawks 20.
And that'll do it, folks. Last play of the game. Final score, Randolph Blue Devils 32, North Mohawks 20.
Well, thank you for watching.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
The Mohawks will have one more home game next week here at Welch Field, so come on back, and we'll see you then. This is Brooks Coral from Millis Community Media, saying thanks for watching. Good evening.